I hope you're sitting down because what I'm about to show you is going to absolutely blow your mind. While Chuck Schumer thought he had Trump and the Republicans cornered with his little shutdown, the president just pulled off one of the most brilliant political chess moves I've ever seen. And it's sending shockwaves throughout the Democrat Party, with many leftists realizing to their horror that they may never, ever recover from this again. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor. A happy Columbus Day to each and every one of you. And of course, a happy Indigenous Peoples Day to Senator Elizabeth Warren, old Pocahontas herself, the self-branded first woman of color on Harvard's law faculty. As always, if you want a front row seat on how you are changing the world in ways you never even imagined, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Let's start with something that has every single Democrat panicking as we speak. President Trump is crushing it in the polls. He's up 9 points in just the past week alone, according to Rasmussen's daily approval average. Rasmussen has Trump at 56% approval as of today. And it's not just Rasmussen, the Real Clear Politics polling average, which aggregates and averages out all the polling out there. That's showing that President Trump is now not only more popular than he's ever been in his first term, but he's even officially more popular than Obama and Bush were at this exact point in their presidencies, despite the 24/7 attacks from the legacy media, despite being called Hitler and a fascist dictator who brings about world peace, of course, from every single Democrat, despite everything they have thrown at him, Trump's aggregate approval rating, the RCP average, is higher than Obama's, the very one who the legacy media fawned over and gave 24/7 glowing coverage. The American people are watching, and they know exactly who's fighting for them. And not just fighting for them, but winning, and winning repeatedly. And what just happened is a perfect example of that. Guess who Trump is fighting for now? The very men and women who fight for us, the U.S. military. After the Senate Democrats voted 7 straight times to deny pay to our military troops in the Schumer shutdown, President Trump stepped up as commander-in-chief and ordered the Pentagon to use all available funds to ensure that our 1.3 million active duty service members get paid on October 15th. Rather than allow them to go without pay, President Trump is diverting federal funds to be used for their paychecks, so they won't go a single week without pay. He's diverting research and development funds to make sure our brave men and women in uniform aren't left hanging because of deliberate Democrat obstruction. Now, this move is pure political genius. Trump just removed the Democrats' biggest pressure point while at the same time simultaneously showing the American people who actually cares about our military. Meanwhile, Schumer and his party are left looking like the heartless politicians that they are. They are actually coming out. I kid you not. They are actually coming out and saying that diverting of funds to pay our military is unconstitutional. I kid you not. Take a look for yourself.
The White House seems to be trying to take that issue off the table. The president posted on social media that they're going to repurpose funds somehow to pay the military, at least for this pay cycle. Is that sustainable? Is that legal?
Probably not. Again, we just had a little conversation about the White House's understanding of United States law, which is pretty tentative to say the best. The Speaker of the House, because I think to pay the military during a shutdown would require legislation. The Speaker of the House has taken that off the table. So, I mean, is Donald Trump going to say a bunch of stuff? Yes, he's going to say a bunch of stuff, but I don't see anything moving. The House is, as Senator Murphy pointed out, the House is, on vacation. So, no, I don't think that that's very likely.
Well, the Speaker says if the government wasn't shut down, the military would be getting a pay if Democrats voted for the short-term funding.
They are actually arguing that it is not legal to pay the military during a government shutdown. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And what's so ironic about that clip there, right before that, that same Democrat congressman, he was belly aching about how the government shutdown was adversely affecting our troops. I mean, talk about mixed messaging. This shutdown is hurting our troops. Oh, but you can't pay them. No. You can't pay them. Yeah, but Trump figured out how to pay them. Oh, no, but that's not legal. You can't do that. Not during a shutdown. I mean, seriously. Good luck with that incoherent messaging. I think it's pretty obvious to the vast majority of the country that the Democrats are lying. I think it's pretty obvious that the Democrats and the legacy media establishment are lying about the shutdown. They're lying about our troops. They're lying about President Trump. You know, there's something else they're lying about as well that should concern all of us, and that's microplastics. You may not have heard this, but microplastics are actually infiltrating every part of our lives. In fact, scientists estimate we now consume a credit card's worth of plastic every single week through our food, our water, and even the air we breathe. One study found plastic particles in 100% of human lung samples. Nobody is safe from this exposure, and unfortunately it gets worse. These plastics don't just sit in your body. They cross the gut lining. They leach into your blood and disrupt literally everything. They've been shown to alter gut bacteria, suppress your immune response, and increase your risk for neurodegenerative disease, metabolic disorders, and cancer. Some plastic toxins like BPA mimic hormones. They interfere with fertility and damage DNA. Even if you eat clean or avoid packaged foods, you're still being exposed. You can't opt out of this, but your gut can help you fight back. Kimchi One from Brightcore Nutrition is a potent ally in this toxic world. It's packed with over 900 probiotic strains unique to kimchi and proven to break down BPA, helping your detox from the inside out. I take it every single day, gang, and I love it. It doesn't just support digestion, it helps protect your cells, your brain, your hormones, and your future. Your body was never designed to handle plastic, but your gut was designed to protect you. You just have to give it the right tools. And so today you can get an exclusive offer by clicking the link below. Just use code Turley for 25% off your entire order, or for an even better deal, call my friends at Brightcore for up to 50% off your order plus free shipping. Give them a call right now at 888-597-0233. That's 888-597-0233. It's no wonder that the Democrats are in a complete freefall at this point, and the numbers prove it. Even before the shutdown, the latest NPR Morris poll had the Democrats at just 26% approval. 26%. Americans are absolutely disgusted with what they're seeing from the left, and this shutdown is only making things worse. And so it's no coincidence that this collapse is showing up in the current gubernatorial races in two of the deepest blue states in the nation. In both New Jersey and Virginia, Democrats are absolutely panicking. By the way, again, this is the second election cycle in a row where these two otherwise reliably blue states are toss-ups. In Jersey, the race is now essentially tied between Democrat Mickey Sherrill and Republican Jack Ciattarelli, despite Harris winning the state by 6 points just months ago. Even more stunning, traditional Democratic voters, including union leaders and black community leaders, are raising serious concerns about the Democrat Party's prospects, as several Democrat mayors have jumped ship and endorsed the Republican in this race, Jack Ciattarelli. And Virginia tells the same story. Democrat Abigail Spanberger's once double-digit lead has completely evaporated. The race is now within just a couple of points after the Democrats' AG candidate, Jay Jones, revealed that he wanted to literally kill his political opponents, and their children. He explicitly stated he wanted to pop 2 bullets in their head. So the Republican Winsome Sears looks like she's within striking distance to actually pull this off, and Jack Ciattarelli looks to do the same in New Jersey. Now, make no mistake, The very fact that these races are even competitive in deep blue territories shows you exactly how toxic the Democrat brand is right now. The Democrats are besides themselves over this. After they lost Virginia back in 2021 with Glenn Youngkin's amazing victory, and after they almost lost Jersey at the same time when Jack came within 3 points of defeating their Democrat incumbent, the Democrats thought, they brushed their, well, at least when it came to Jersey, they're like, wow, that was a close shave. And they thought that was a one-off and that Jersey and Virginia would be a lock in 2025. They would be two easy victories back-to-back on the same days, especially after Trump won back in November. They thought, well, at least, on an off-year election, Democrats should do great. And now, to their shock, for the second election cycle in a row, both states are toss-ups. They're both toss-up races right now. The Democrats are literally besides themselves over this. And here's what the legacy media simply won't tell you. Trump's strategic brilliance is working. So working class voters, Latino voters, Gen Z voters, particularly Gen Z men, really like Trump. They like what he's doing. They like secure borders. They like the mass deportations. They like law and order. They like the wonderful tax cuts. They like the end to DEI and all things woke. They like a president who keeps his word and does exactly what he said he would do on the campaign trail. And that's exactly what we're seeing here with this Schumer shutdown. By ensuring military pay continues, Trump's shown leadership while Democrats play politics. By maintaining approval ratings higher than Obama and Bush, Trump's proving his mandate is real. And by watching Democrats implode in their own strongholds, Trump's setting up a massive red wave for the 2026 midterms. The shutdown that Schumer thought would destroy Trump has backfired spectacularly. Instead of hurting the president, it's exposing the Democrats as the party that would rather see military families suffer than work with a Republican president or a Congress that's simply giving a clean CR, a clean continuing resolution, 27 pages, no pork whatsoever. Trump's decisive action to pay our troops while Democrats voted now it's 8 times to stop military paychecks, shows exactly why his approval rating is rising while theirs is plummeting. This is how you lead. This is how you put America first. And this is exactly why the Democrat Party is facing a reckoning unlike anything they have ever seen. The American people are watching, they're paying attention, and they're making their choice crystal clear. They are America first, while the Democrats are America last. Thanks so much for listening, gang. If you haven't already, be sure to head on over to turley.pub/news and sign up for our newsletter. That's where I share all the latest updates, behind-the-scenes news, and ways you can stay plugged into this growing movement of faith, family, and freedom. Big things are always in the works, and I want you to be the first to know. Until next time, stay strong, stay hopeful, and God bless.